coming and seeing the on-field product. The fact that we play a football game in a 50-yard field at the base of basketball in a hockey arena, which literally the Roadrunners will have played the night before, they take the glass down, and you are that close to professional football. It's super exciting. And anyone that goes and sees the game comes back and comes to another game, which is great because the product is so fantastic.
Edmund, you made some comments, I think it was on Media Day, that you had heard from some people, maybe outside of Tucson, that they kind of called this Kevin Guy's farm team, and you didn't like that comment. How do you go about and change that perception? Is it just winning, or is it something else?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Arizona Rattlers, where Kevin Guy is, it's an iconic team. We're literally just trying to elevate this to the point of the Rattlers. They've done a great job. I mean, they've been around. I think they've been around 30 years, 32 years or something. Yeah, you just got to keep on fighting. It's in the details. Like we talk about the fact that we try to elevate every single piece of this team. We are. I mean, I'll leave this meeting and we're going to start reviewing sponsorship levels for the 27 season. We're going to review the Star Wars jerseys that our team will be wearing. My coach was just here. We talked the game plan. There's so many details, and you got to work your tail off to really put a winner on the field here in the IFL.
Yeah, you certainly do. We're looking at, real quick, we were looking at the highlights of your win over New Mexico, the Chupacabras. And this game was a nail-biter. You guys kind of pulled a little fast one on everybody, starting Casey Otto, the rookie, instead. And you really controlled that game with not only offense, but with great defense.
It was the absolute game plan. Absolute game plan. So if you watch the previous game, Draylon Ellis, our quarterback, got horse collar tackled, had a little bit of a strain in his leg. So we had to go with Casey Otto, who did a great job as backup. But what you saw on Saturday was straight up our game plan. We were going to control the clock. We were going to run the ball. TT Thomas, our running back, was an all Pac-12 running back for Utah, has the scoring record for Utah. He's huge. He's 6'2". It says 250, but he's closer to like 268. And I think our coach said it best. It's a business decision by a defensive back whether or not they want to tackle this guy. And we knew we could run TT, and he would do a great job. There was a great piece in the Arizona Daily Star about lightning and thunder. And our lightning, Brandon Mackey, got injured first quarter, and TT took the game on his shoulders, and they didn't want to tackle him, and we just kept scoring. So it was all good. The bottom line was we controlled the clock. We led with our running game. We leaned back on our defense, and we won the game. And that's what it's all about.
Yep.
You made the decision in the offseason to elevate Royshawn Kaiser to head coach instead of bringing in somebody new. What's your evaluation of him after 4 games? What has he brought to this team?
I've said it a million times, fantastic human being. I think Kaiser's done a great job of putting his signature on the defense. I think they're fixing special teams, but I think it's time for Kaiser to put more of his signature on the offense. I think he was so good at tuning in that defense, and our defense is legit. Our defense is strong. The defense is nasty. I think he's got to just kind of, as a head coach, kind of look at both the offense and defense. That's what a head coach does. I told him in the end, the buck stops with him. So we got to make sure our offense is dialed in. And as a defensive specialist that Kaiser is, I think he's got that special perspective of the offense because he knows how to evaluate an offense to create the defense. So I think he's going to start putting his signature on more of the offense as well.
How do you get this fan base? It's a great small nucleus of a fan base. How do you grow this fan base, and how do you make sure that this becomes the event I know you want it to be? I guess the easy answer is wins, but how are you going about over the next 6-8 weeks of getting even more people into the stands?
Winning is definitely a big piece of it, but it's beyond that. I think the old saying for the IFL is you got to throw a party and a football game happens to break out. But I think it's the quality that they feel. I think it's the energy they feel from even if you look at the new digital assets we have up in the arena, to the fire, I don't know if they even know, but Bones is in a brand new outfit. Our dance team, thank you, Jason, for the great piece on our dance team. Our dance team's been elevated. They feel it. They love it. And the best part for me as a businessman that owns a football team, as I look at the fans that are there, and I think of the people that have never seen that game before, when they come to me and they're like, oh my God, this is fantastic. My wife invited her friend Rose, who brought her husband Chris and their 2 daughters. The younger daughter turned to Rose and said, I'm not leaving until this game's over. And I got a photo the next morning of Rose's daughter in her Sugar Skulls t-shirt going to school. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's talk about that dance team. I'm now familiar with them because I did, as you mentioned, go and do a story on the Tucson Sugar Skulls dance team. For those who don't know, this was a different name to this team last year. It was called the Tucson Sugar Dolls. They needed to be better resourced. You have done that. They are very thankful. They are very happy with you and like you very much for doing that. They are rejuvenated and rebranded as well. Christy Lopez, who is the director of the Tucson Sugar Skulls dance team, told me that this was the best team technically that she has had. There's Christy, that she has had in her 6 years here. Are you happy with the improvement and the performance of the Tucson Sugar Skulls dance team?
I'm ecstatic with them. Ecstatic. I'm so thankful to Vantage West for sponsoring them. I got to push that out there. Christy took Walden Grove to America's Got Talent. She says this is the best dance team she's had, as you said. I put my arm around her before the game and I said, "You are literally the star on top of the Christmas tree with this dance team." The young ladies are so enthusiastic. They're the first to volunteer when we go to a school for reading day, or we go to the playground to play with the kids, or I just spoke at Rotary and the dance team is out there. They've been so supportive. I couldn't be happier. And I agree with her on the news piece. She said she wants to win the IFL dance team of the year. I hope they win it. They deserve it. I couldn't say enough nice things. Their parents are there. The girls are fantastic, and they're pro dancers here in Tucson. So it's been great.
Yeah, it really does elevate the game day experience, and that's what it's all about, is obviously the game day experience. Now, I come at it, Jason and I come at it from the broadcast side of things. How has the Yahoo partnership now, I know a little bit about the number of views they're getting, and it's way up from what we've had the last few years. How has that elevated this league and will do so in the future, I'm sure?
I think it's been great. I think it does elevate the league. I like some of the bookends they're putting around and the commercials that they're playing during the games. I think the production level is much higher from when they had just a simple IFL paywall, which I didn't think that was very good. I didn't think it was high quality. This year it's high quality. I think it's great to introduce people to the IFL football game. They're seeing it all over. I mean, I can just tune into Prime and watch a game. The fact that I can tune in and watch the games across the country, from Green Bay playing or Orlando, whomever, I'm becoming fans of their teams. I already know their owners. It's a great way to introduce, again, IFL to the fan base. Because you asked earlier, like, what do? I have such a loyal booster club, and I have a base of fans. How do I continue to grow that? I think IFL and NFL are a little different. I was actually talking to Brent Stover about this at this last game. So I think in the NFL, you can watch it on TV. You're good. I think the IFL, you see it on TV, but you got to get into the arena. And you know it. The closer you get down to the wall, the closer you get to the action, the more energy there is, the more exciting it is. So I think as long as it intros people and/or our fan base gets to watch us, like we're going to play in San Diego this weekend. The fact they get to watch the game, I'm so happy for them. We're doing a watch party at Barrio Brewing, which should be off the hook. It should be great. I'm just glad that people get to see it. I wish they got to see our opening. I wish more people would show up earlier to the game so they could see our opening, because it costs a ton of money and like half the people show up at the beginning. Yeah,
and I keep pushing that too. When I have friends and family go, I'm like, get there a half hour early. Don't just walk in 5 minutes before kickoff. You got to experience the whole thing.
Yeah, we have the same Flames as Arizona basketball, same company. We literally got them to the basketball and brought them to the Sugar Skulls, and our opening's awesome. I don't know if you.
It is.
The last game was an '80s game. They literally put me in mutton chops in a Miami Vice video, and our coach had a mullet.
Yeah, and our good friend Crystal Soto does such a great job. I mean, what she does is fantastic, and she's always dressed in the theme stuff, so it's great.
Yeah, terrific. As we finish up with Edmund Marquez, so the next home game you mentioned is going to be May 2nd against San Antonio. Tommy Lloyd's going to be there. You're going to recognize the Arizona basketball coaching staff, but you've got the road game against San Diego here this weekend. You did mention the watch party at Barrio Brewing. Just tell us again, how could people watch this game either there or online this coming April 26th?
Yeah, please go to Barrio Brewing for our watch party. I think it starts at 3:30 on Sunday. Yes, 3:30 on Sunday, Barrio Brewing. That should be a ton of fun. Our booster club will be there. Dance team will be there. Bones will be there. Or if not, you can watch it on Yahoo Sports. You can tune into Hulu, or you can tune into, I just watch it on Amazon Prime. Super easy. Just go to sports. The IFL game will pop up immediately. Or drive to San Diego and come to Front Wave Arena. It's going to be a blast. We have numerous people from Tucson that are driving out there. They've been contacting me, so we should actually have a pretty decent section. We went to New Mexico, and I think the Tucson fans were louder than the New Mexico fans. It was awesome.
It's amazing that core group travels. And the great thing is, so many of the games are within driving distance here in the Southwest, so that helps.
Yeah, they sure are. And the booster group's amazing. They will literally meet the bus with the guys loading up and give them breakfast sandwiches and treats for the road, and they're awesome. I can't say enough about our Boneyard boosters.
All right, Edmund Marquez, Tucson Sugar Skulls president, the team 2-2 in his first year as team president. Hey, big improvement so far and on so many levels. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck going forward. And we'll be there for sure at the games and talking to you and follow things along. So thanks so much for a couple of minutes here on the Huddle with me and Pat.
Thank you, guys. And just know we're just getting started.
Good.
Get ready.
Glad to hear it. Thanks, Edmund.
Terrific.
Thank
that
you,
was
guys.
Edmund. Terrific.
All right.
Yep. That's Edmund Marquez. He's great. He's a great. I think he's a really good representative of the team. Ambassador of the team.
Yep.
I was going to say salesman, but that too. You
Well,
have to be that as
Yep.
well. But I think he's a really good ambassador for the team, and he makes you excited about the team and the product. And I think that people do like the fact that this is locally owned.
And I know that there are, comments that have been made, and yes, the former ownership of Kevin and Kathy Guy, and they still have a very small ownership.
5%.
But the reality is, when you live in the community and you are part of the fabric of the community, like Edmund has been, a state champion with Sabino High School football, and then a successful insurance agent in this town for decades. There's just a different level of commitment when you're here than what Kevin and Kathy Guy did was great. They started the team, and we'll always be appreciative of that. But I do believe that Edmund being here and with Ali Farhang will continue to make this thing grow in a way that maybe you couldn't do from Phoenix.
All right, let's talk a little Arizona basketball here with a few minutes left here on the Huddle. Jason Barr, Pat Parris. Dwayne Aristo today said goodbye. It was already reported that that he was going to be in the transfer portal. If Ivan Karchenkov is coming back and you bring in Cam Thomas, don't really know where he was going to fit in. His minutes kind of went down. So that was not a surprise. But then late last night, Pat, C.D. Gay, who we already knew was going to be in the transfer portal, goes to Santa Clara. I think, Pat, his skills were just a little too raw.
Not only his skills being a little too raw, I don't think that the passion and commitment and dedication was at the level that Tommy Lloyd needs.
What makes you say that?
Well, I just think because when we saw him get on the court, we saw guys getting mad at him. We saw a little bit of.
So it was Jaden Bradley, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
who pointed at him because he was in the wrong spot.
No? I think when you have the opportunity, especially in that little stretch there when injury, illness meant that he had an opportunity to play a little bit more. That was his time, right? And it just didn't.
When Cole Pete was down.
And it just didn't translate into him with that fiery passion. You need to have a guy that wants to grab hold of any minutes that he has. We saw flashes, but most of the time we saw things in garbage time, right, with him.
Right.
And you needed when he got that opportunity. And it's not a knock on him.
And the fans liked him when he came in.
We all loved him because he's, my wife calls him the gangly baby giraffe. And that's what he was. And you hoped he would grow into something more, and he probably will. But he wasn't exactly where he needed to be at the end of his freshman season. And so, he'll go somewhere else and he'll get a lot more minutes, and maybe we'll see him down the road again playing against him.
And just because you only get 2 minutes, it's like what Tom Brady said when he was the 7th quarterback at Michigan. They only gave me 2 snaps. You're darn right. I was going to make the most of the 2 snaps, so they would give me 3 next time. So you have to make the most of your opportunity there. And the other note, along with Arizona basketball, and maybe I'm drawing a little bit too much here, you tell me, but kid from Florida who's going to be a lottery pick says he's coming back. Now, this is somebody projected much higher than Koa Pete. This guy's going to be a lottery pick coming back to Florida. Do you think if you add that, plus the fact that they have not added any front court pieces, Pat, this bodes well for possibly Koa Pete and or Mo Krivas, especially Pete, who's both a higher pick than Krivas, coming back?
Yeah, I think both of them could be back. I think Mo Krivas definitely will be back. That's my sense. But we talked about this last week. I kind of threw that out there. Could we be seeing Koa Pete maybe just kind of slide a little bit enough that he was like, well, I can come back and be a definite lottery pick, a top 5 pick maybe, even if I came back for another year. That Florida move makes you think that that is a possibility, but also, Jason, the silence to me is deafening. The silence to me of Koa Pete not committing to the NBA draft.
Yeah, but Burries hasn't committed either.
Yeah, but he's a foregone conclusion. To me, they're both exploring their options. When they hear the right things, they're gonna go. But I think Koa Pete, the no news is good news for Arizona fans to me.
I mean, he's got the deal Koa Pete does with CVS Health, TurboTax, parent company Intuit. So he's got big time sponsors here at the college level. Do you really want to go and sit on the bench of an NBA team? Possibly even go down to the G League if they ask you to work on your shot or something a little bit?
Right.
You know, you're going to be representing CVS from the G League? No. So you're going to be representing, you know, I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you, I'm making the case for his return, okay? Yeah. But you come back to Arizona, you've got some big-time sponsors, you lead Arizona to another big-time season, and then you go higher. I think there's something to be said for that, with the only possible drawback being it is 1 year or more later until you become an NBA free agent and hit that big contract.
He's still a pretty young player, though. He's a pretty young guy. I think that's all the things that have to go into his decision-making. And I said it last week, I'll say it again. I hope that the right people that are around him right now are talking through the same way you're talking through it, because for all he knows, 6 months from now he could be making the bouncing back and forth between the NBA and the G League because he's just not ready. And
that'd be a shame for somebody with.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. With his athleticism, but we both know he needs to work on his shot and he needs to work on his game, and he'll continue to do that if he was at Arizona. If you go to the NBA and all of a sudden you're finding yourself in the G League, that's tough. I'm just
giving an example of something that might happen if.
Well, it could.
If people,
Carter Bryant went down with San Antonio for a little bit in the G League. It's just.
Dalen Terry.
It's the same. Yeah, but I would say Carter Bryant is kind of that same way. Carter Bryant maybe, quite honestly, not quite as talented as Koa Pete, but in that same vein, he was still a first-round pick. He couldn't crack the starting lineup. Maybe he should have. But, that's another debate. But a similar situation where Carter Bryant had to get a little bit better. Maybe another year at Arizona would have helped him too.
All right, let's finish it up and circle back to our Huddle poll question. We're having a little fun with this, okay? It's not that serious. You know, should
we got the 2-minute warning first.
Oh, I'm so sorry. 2-minute warning. I forgot. Let's rock and roll. 2-minute warning. Ryan, our producer, comes up with these questions. We have not seen these.
Nope.
So let's go. First down, Ryan. What is the best draft pick in NFL history? Well, the first thought comes to mind is